What up, players and pimps? Welcome to the very first episode of 4 Producers Flip One Sample. I'm your host Jordan, aka JP, aka Jposition. I'm being joined today by Los, Brasco, and Delorean. And today we are going to be flipping a sample given to us by our lovely Neverending Discord. If you're not up on anything Neverending, I'll be leaving links to everything in the description, so go down there, follow us on our socials, listen to the podcast, and check out all our new music. More stuff on the way soon. So the way this is going to be running today is everyone is going to make a beat. We're going to be breaking down our beats. We'll then be reacting to each other's beats, and you guys in the comments section are going to let us know who made the best beat. If this episode gets 100 likes, I will get to work on the next episode straight away. And also, let me know which of the producers from the Neverending crew you want to see in the next episode. So, now all that's cleared up, let's get straight into the beats.
Hello, it's Brasco, what's up? I'm here doing this remix, producer, 4 producer, 1 sample, whatever you want to call it. So what I did with the sample was I picked a section of it, a couple sections of it. One of them is the very beginning. Did I pitch it? I did 2 semitones up. I also got a section later in the song. I think I reversed it, and 10 semitones down. Got a really creepy, grimy sounding thing. Put some RC20 on it. I am not gonna go into that because that's my secret sauce. One of them. Next, we got the same thing. I just pitched it up. An octave up. An entire octave up. And that's the sample. The rest is drums and bass. Yeah, so let's go with drums first. I got this hi-hat part. There we go. This loop that I made in MIDI. Cool. That loop. Cool, and 808. Do I have? Yeah, put trash on it and affected some stuff within trash. Started with a preset and then went from there. Anyway, the last part is this little vocal chop. I don't even know if it's in the right key. It's probably not. I don't really fucking care. That's it. I use it almost percussively, and it's long arm, the hook, and ride high. Go stream ride high. Get ready for volume 2. Anyway, here's the beat.
So here we are, the cake sample challenge. It started off with a Serato sample. I just kind of went find samples. As you can see, I pitched it down 8. It originally sounded like this.
Arms are ready.
I then synced it to the BPM that I have and pitched it down 8 semitones and came up with this little melody here. I wanted more control over that particular sample, so I resampled it so that it sounded like this because there was other elements that I had added within that sample, so it sounded like this. Dun, 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 dun. And then there was a snare on the second half as well that I also grabbed from the original sample. From there, went and found a break that I quite liked. I believe it is this one. That's it. That's the break. So we went in there and we chopped that up to get it sounding like that. That's the intro, and then boom. And there's some dropouts, so it'll make sense in context, because then what I did after that is I laid some drums over top. And I just live played those. So if we go to the drum pattern, it just sounds like this. I think I sent those all to their respective channels, which then went into a drum bus, which then added some compression over top that to get that grittier sound. So if I take off the Devil Loke, a little quieter. It still has the it's got the RC20. There's an RC20 in here somewhere, because you can hear that. It's in here somewhere. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not. I'm lying. Straight up lied to you. So in context with the break, it just helps break. Then I added a lead just to kind of add some variation to your ears, so it'll sound like this. And in context of the sample, so just add some of that. And then I also made a fill, which is right here, which actually should go in conjunction with the break. Nothing crazy. And then from there, on our master chain, we no lies, total lies on our sample bus. That's where it's picking up from. So there's the RC20. There's the Pan Man. And there should be something else here, which might be over here on our sample, which, as you can see, has been routed to our sample bus, because then we added some filters. So the RX950, excuse me, filter right here, which I linked to some controllers, and then I played the automation live, almost as if it was like a SP set. Threw my tag on that bad boy, added some dropouts, and we got ourselves a beat.
Okay, so for my beat, the very first thing I did was I pulled the sample up in Koala Sampler. I then pitched it down 5 semitones, so it sounded like this. I just had this little loop going. It's about 97 BPM now. Now I've slowed it down. So once I had my sample pitched down, I went through and I made the following chops. So there's these 4, and there's this last one, which is the 4th one that just pitched up again slightly, just to add a bit of variation. I then brought it into the sequencer, and I played the samples out in this sequence. Okay, so the first thing I did once I was done with the Koala sampler was I pulled up my chops in Sony Acid, or aka Microsoft XL, as you can see here. I wanted to lean into the percussion that's already in the sample. So if you hear, there's like a shaker in the right channel, there's a hat, and there's some nice little stuff going on. So I wanted to lean into that. So I started making my drums. So I pulled up a kick, which sounds like this, a clap. I then added in some hi-hats to complement the stuff that's already going on. I then added in this little percussion roll, which is from like a count kit or something. It's kind of like a little hi-hat and like a tom or something. I also used this fill, which is like some tabla or something. So the sample with all the drums sounds like this. Okay, so the next thing I wanted to do was I wanted to go back in the sample and I wanted to pull out some more things to use. So the first thing I did was I made this little ad-lib that says yo, which is actually this part of the song. When we get to this section, where we're transitioning, I used the dial tone from the start. And the other little chop I made was I took, it's like a little guitar stab, and I pitched it up and I brought that in the B section later in the beat. Originally, if you know the sample, there's a horn in it, and I was going through like desperately trying to filter the sample so I could get this horn nice and clean and get rid of all the other stuff. And then I suddenly had an idea, and I went to YouTube, and I actually found this guy playing the trumpet solo. So I took this video of the guy playing the trumpet solo, dragged it in, tried to match the sound and stuff to the original sample, and it sounds like this. The other thing that I added in this section was an 808, which sort of follows the progression of the chops. It sounds like this. So all that together now sounds like this. So we're coming from here. The other things that I added to sort of add to the like progression of the song was I added in an open hi-hat, which sounds like this, just playing at the start of every 2 bars, and then this sort of auxiliary snare, which plays on the offbeats, but I've sort of pushed it a bit. And then coming into the sort of last part of the breakdown, we have this section here where the chops go, and it's just the trumpet and the 808 playing. And that's where I added this chop that I showed you before, and I also added in the second half, I added in this shaker loop. And then added this sort of downriser effect, like a noise crash, and I also did a tape stop on the beat at the end. And that brings us back to where we were. That's pretty much the beat, guys. I'm going to now pass it over to Future Jordan, who's going to be listening with the guys, and we're going to check everyone's beats out.
Here's a breakdown of all the samples I used on this beat, starting with the site Yarn, then YouTube, and some samples I got from Splice. Each one should have the information either on the side or on the screen itself. Enjoy.
Are you ready? Ready. Are you ready? Ready.
This has been
a pleasure, gentlemen. A pleasure, gentlemen.
touch. Hey, back against.
And here's my Serato sample setup. I slowed it down from 125.79 BPM to 97 BPM, and I increased it one semitone.
I need your arms around me. I need to feel your touch. I need your arms around me, I need to feel your touch. I need your arms around me, I need to feel your touch.
Are you ready? Ready.
I need your arms around me, I need to feel your touch. This has been
a pleasure, gentlemen.
Okay guys, I'm filming this outro on my phone, you know, because the rest of the video has been of such devastatingly high quality. Just a quick one to say, I hope you enjoyed the first episode. Not everything went smoothly. We didn't have the audio for the reaction, so I had to scrap that. But nevertheless, we move on, and we're going to be doing more of these hopefully in the future, so make sure you like and subscribe to let me know that you want to see more of these. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one.